Hello, hello, hello. We are streaming. Welcome in, if anybody is in here. I don't think I've added everybody that I'm online quite yet. Let me move that. Move this. There we go. Alright. And we'll see. Alright. Cool. But welcome in, guys. Welcome in. We're playing some Elden Ring NightReign for a little bit. I ended up having, like, a fucking... Oh my god, I ate too much sushi. So I did actually wake up on time to go to the sushi place today. I was super exhausted, first off. Secondly, it was hot as shit outside. Thirdly, it was really good for actually kind of cheap. And I also expertly ate everything with chopsticks, no less. I know. I'm proud of myself, too. As you should be. You should be proud of me for that, too. No, honestly, the most impressive part is that I ate, steak and noodles with, just chopsticks. If I was just eating sushi with chopsticks, it's really not that impressive. It's not that hard to do. Like, but the fact that I was picking up, like, individual noodles and stuff, oh my goodness. Next, I need to eat rice with fucking chopsticks. I feel like that's the one, that's like the, that's the equalizer that I will absolutely not be able to do, you know? Do that, and I knew it this fucking partially melted on the way home in my hot-ass car. That's fine. I want to see if this is really good or not. It was, 72% dark chocolate. So, aka, fucking delicious. But,
hello, Mario.
We're gonna be playing some NightReign today. Hopefully you guys are excited. I'm probably not going to play it all evening, but I'll probably at least play it for a little bit. Probably at least a run or two. Depending on how I'm feeling, you know? But here, do you want to join, Izzy? I imagine you would like to join. And welcome in, Eep. Welcome in. There you go. You have been invited, Izzy. There we go. Alright. I don't know who I'm going to play yet. I'll probably play Iron Eye again. Or I might try Recluse. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. I've yet to decide. But either way, I'm going to play somebody. Was it... Which one had the one that increases your FP? Was it this one? No, that's the HP heals allies. That one. Madness continually recovers FP. That one. Gestured cross leg does that. So I might do that just so she has infinite FP. Just in case. Someone's like, that's absolutely a waste, edgy gamer. Well, I don't care. Crazy thing. I don't give a fuck. But, no, not that. There's got to be at least something in here for the, that's great attack. Thorn sorcery. That's the one, maximum FP. That's what it was. Yeah, my maximum FP goes up. That's honestly probably really worthwhile for this character. So I'm going to do that. I don't think there's any others in here that's really all that integral for me, per se. At least for my character. Because I don't think I really have that many things for this character. Like, I have a few things, but not really. Not that much. Yeah, just intelligence and arcane, then. There's not too many things that would probably be super effective. I decided to reinstall normal Elden Ring. Your Ghost of Sushi streams made me want to do a pure samurai playthrough. Go right ahead. Are you going to do a lore-accurate samurai, or are you just going to do some random fuck-off samurai? Also, we're going to fight the Dark Drift Knight. An ancient centaur, consumed with battle. His fervor for the gods he serves yet burns within, wielding a sacred form of the knight's power. According to legend, the mightily radiant gods were able to conceal themselves in the roar of thunder. Lore accurate? Okay, so you're going to be using an Odachi. You're going to be using an Odachi, a katana, a bow, horseback. So you're not going to dual wield katanas, are you, Izzy? Unless you're going to be a Ronin, which you might be a Ronin. That's fine, I don't mind. I'll run around with a random. Damn, we don't have Azzy to lead us. That's okay. Nope, no dual wielding. You're not gonna dual wield? Come on now. You don't want to be a Ronin, is he? Also, ignore my hair, by the way. When I went out, when I woke up early today, I went out. Like I said, I was in the heat, had my hair tied up the entire time. Got home, showered. Or sorry, no, got home, laid down for like an hour, got up, showered, and then got back on, played games, and then now I'm here. It's been a chaotic mess at best. But don't worry, Izzy. If you end up not enjoying NightReign, we can play some Battlefront 2 or something for a little bit. Before I move over to Ghost of Sushi. Which I may sound crazy, but I don't think that game's going to take me nearly as long as, what is it? As, Persona. There we go. Yeah, I think Persona's just a longer game. Unless I'm running around and 100%ing it, I just don't think it's going to take me nearly as long. Also, is nobody hunting this Night Lord? Like, what the fuck? Why is this an issue? Come on now. This is probably the only way that I see not being able to go out with two people is probably annoying. Because, like, you know, it doesn't bother me. Wait, hold up. There we go. Wait, I think it lets us go just the two of us. Or something, or you ready up and it causes matchmaking. I think it just makes it go to matchmaking once we both ready up. Right? Yeah, that's what it does. Okay. Yeah, like, I wouldn't mind it. I don't mind it making you do 3 people, but, like, fuck, dude. If there's literally nobody else, then it should let you do 2. Like, bare minimum. You know what I mean? Like, it should at least allow you to play. You can do only 2 people? Can we? Well, how do you do that, Izzy? Also, you have to let me know. I'm also not eating goldfish, by the way. Yeah, how do you do that? How do you only do 2 people? Oh, I think it's because we're only going out for one or the other. Oh, okay. Okay. You have to set a password and you can select the number of people. Password. Why? Boom. Done. We're good. I'm ready. Yeah, we'll try to do this with 2 people. If not, then we'll try to fight some of the other bosses, because, you know, I don't think I have to fight a new boss every single time. I don't mind refighting bosses. How about you, Izzy? Do you mind refighting bosses, or do you only want to fight new ones? You're already in the party, Izzy. You can join. Just ready up. I'll say you're already in my game, so you're fine. Bro, it's matchmaking. What the fuck? Alright. Well, good. I'm glad you don't mind refighting bosses, because we're about to. That's exactly what's about to happen. All options, except for, yeah. I'll do any of them except for the, fissure in the fog or the night aspect. Ooh. Let's go. Now it should at least give us somebody. Please. I killed the dogs like 5 times now. Well, see, that was my big thing about this game, man. It's like, it's... Before I what? Before I what? Go to the journal? Go into the journal. Sorry, that's the codex. It's a little different. So what do you want me to do here? Instructions sent from the... Oh, Jesus, that's a lot of words. Too bad I'm not reading them. Alright, hold up. Instructions sent from the Fellowship to the Iron Eye. Iron Eye, beloved child of the Fellowship. We have received word from Bater that you have fulfilled your duty. Your compensation is on its way. Remain at your present location. A new substantial task will soon be upon you, which will likely require journeying to the lands between. Details to follow. Ever your custodian, Isolde. P.S. Please forget what I said the other day. It was pure balderdash, spoken in frustration. What? I'm certain you're aware of the destruction of the boarding house in Duskin Valley. I'm not. Root out the traitor and retire him. You can pick up his trail in the lands between. Standard protocol applies. The Fellowship will not involve itself. Traveling expenses, intelligence, and allies must all be procured as you work. Ever your custodian, Isolde. Okay. A report written by Iron Eye addressed to the Fellowship. Isolde, my custodian. I have no means to deliver this report, but I here shall I record my progress. Following the traitor's trail has led me to the Round Table Hold. I have made an ally who goes by the name of Priestess. There have been scant clues to find, but such is the way in this field of work. The work itself proceeds as usual. Iron Eye. Iron Eye, beloved child of the Fellowship. I believe you're familiar with the monster. It is clear now that his guardian had been slain long ago. It seems to have happened when the boarding house was destroyed in the Duskin Valley. There is a strong likelihood that the traitor to the Fellowship is indeed the monster. Take every precaution. He was raised by the Fellowship to be centipedal scion he is. After all, ever your custodian, Isolde. I don't know what the fuck that means. It just told me a bunch of words with some meaning in there. I have no idea. I'm sure some of it's important, and it probably means something. But it's written in Dark Souls speech. And Dark Souls speech, as we all know, is actually just gibberish. Complete a journey to resolve the memory and return to the present. Alternatively, select postpone remembrance on the journal to pause and return to the present. Remembrances will also be postponed if the journey reaches a point where a change occurs in the present world. So do I just ready up? I was gonna say, what the fuck do I do now? What the hell? Oh no, it says... Hold up, god damn it. Apparently over here? What? I don't know. I have no idea, but we're gonna find out. So they're right here? What'd you say?
There you are.
I am here.
About the traitor from your Fellowship.
You know them?
Let us talk. Then you're good and ready.
About the Fellowship.
That's the name of the mercenary outfit you belong to, is it not?
I'm a mercenary. Also, why do you all whisper?
Settling conflicts through clandestine acts. Masters of assassination. As unsettling as your talents might seem to an outsider. In service to our cause, they are reassuring indeed.
The archer is considered an assassin? I guess so.
Then you're good and ready.
I am. What about the
The
traitor?
traitor you're after. It seems I too am involved in all of this.
How so?
One of those summoned to the Round Table is said to have abandoned their duties, or so the voice has intimated. I was thinking of telling the others, but then you arrived, as if you had appeared to help me pursue the matter.
You don't want to tell
The
me.
traitors of the Round Table and the Fellowship appear to be one and the same. Let's you and I get to the bottom of this.
That's it, lady. You can't call me a bottom without any proof, okay?
It is time to finish the...
It's time to finish this once and for all. It says that she's got more stuff to say, but I think I've already told.
I need you to eliminate a band of condemned. These condemned valiantly faced down the night, but ultimately failed and surrendered to the darkness.
I mean, that's
They are,
understandable.
in fact, us. Worse still, they multiply through their marriage to the night,
What?
spreading from one world to the next.
How does that make
We
any
must
sense?
Stop them before it's too
They're
late.
married to the night, but they're... us. What?
Yes, as you may have surmised, versions of you from other worlds are found among their number, and we might just learn something from them. Best of luck.
I'll let everybody know now, when reliving a journey in the Realm of Remembrance, goals to be achieved in the Lands Between are added as personal objectives. Commence expeditions from the Realm of Remembrance and complete personal objectives to advance each character's journey. Only one personal objective can be completed per expedition. Only one player's personal objective will be active. Okay. But no, I will say this, I'll probably pay attention to, like, some of the, the characters' like individual lore and stuff, but I will say for anyone who's curious on like how involved I'll be in the actual like overall story, I probably won't be able to tell you much of the overall story simply because as soon as the overall story involves like multi-dimensional stuff, it kind of loses a lot of importance to me. It'll tell you the objective on the map and in the journal. No problem. But yeah, for me, I feel like whenever you play a game or watch a movie or something, and they constantly go over multiple dimensions and shit, it's like the game doesn't want me to care, in a sense. So it looks like they're playing Executor, you're playing Wilder, whew, and I'm playing Iron Eye. Well, I might as well play Iron Eye, that's what I'm fucking doing the mission for. You got new Wilder drip? Nice. Nice. Why are my hands so cold? Oh, also I tried I did try a new sushi roll today, but it wasn't anything particularly, like, you know, unique. It was just basically the crab roll that I already had, but spicier. Which is funny because the deep fried roll that I had was actually way spicier. So it's really not like it was all that spicy. Yeah, when I actually had the, sorry, not California, dynamite roll. When I had the dynamite sushi roll, which is a fried, sushi roll, which, by the way, is as messy as you think it is. The, you want to lead? Well, you go right ahead, Izzy. You lead wherever you want. We're going straight into the depths of hell. Anybody in chat ever had deep fried sushi? It isn't bad. Radagon's bring a light, triple rejection. I don't think rejection's all that useful. Nice. Please be good! Not the Silver Scarab, that's a stellar thing to start the game with. Starting the fucking video game by getting a Stellar Scarab is actually kind of nice. You haven't? It's pretty good. I will say, with fried sushi, you want to eat it very soon after it's made. It's not, like, you know, with normal sushi, you can more or less put it in the fridge and it's fine. But I would say with fried sushi, you want to eat it whenever you're given it. You don't want to, like, eat it way later. At least, especially with the ones that you go and get from places. Because the one usually the one that I go and get from places will have like a lot of yeah, usually the one when I go out to places, they'll cover it in like, I think the one that I had spicy mayonnaise on it. Which is really funny, by the way, because I actually do not like... Can you not, with your worm face bullshittery? I'm just trying to pick up the loot. Bro, fuck right off, worm face. Does magic damage, minimum level. I have no fucking stamina. Of course I don't. Why the fuck would I have stamina? But yeah, no, the, like, it had spicy mayonnaise on it, which is, once again, that's really weird, because I fucking hate mayonnaise. Okay, I got really confused for a second, because I read Crucible Knight, and I was like, that does not look like a Crucible Knight. I had the post-California roll with the spicy mayo because I heavily dislike soy sauce. Really? You heavily dislike soy sauce? It just doesn't taste good to you, I assume? At least if soy sauce is what I think it is. The problem with a lot of foods that have sauces with them is I never know what they're actually called. Like, you know how long it took me to figure out what the fuck miso soup was? When I absolutely adore miso soup. Like, to my fucking core. Motherfucker. I keep forgetting I'm playing Elden Ring. They attack it one time per year. Like, this shit's so fucking slow. There. Albinuric bow. Nice. Rain of arrows. Ooh, that's really good. This thing busts my range attacks. Oof, this is really... I'll say this is really good. Alright. Edgy Gamers running triple bow build. It feels so silly. It feels so fucking ridiculous. It's like, oh, you're triple wielding? Oh, you're like three daggers, maybe 3 axes. Oh, 3 katanas like Zoro. 3 bows. How do you... What? How the fuck do you do that? Efficiently. Oh, boy. Oh, the flavor in general I don't like. Oh, it's so salty. Well, I'm already salty, so I probably don't even notice. Yeah, I already sit at an extremely salty, so... Like I said, it's probably something I, honest to God, don't realize. There we go. Let me see what they drop. Something good? Bruh, these are... They keep giving me good bows. I'm getting the flask regen. I'm not picking up my 4th bow. As much as I absolutely would and want to, I'm not doing it. Give me a second. Say, I'll be behind you. There we go. Okay. Now I can drop that. Okay. Hey, welcome in, Kev Angelical. How are you doing? I can make him flinch, but I can't do too much past that. There we go. Easy enough. I'm getting so many fucking bows. I am getting so many goddamn bows. Every single enemy I kill, it's like, do you want this bow? I'm like, I don't know if I want that. It's like, here, I'll give you 3 more. It's like, it's getting to a point where it's like, does it want me to hold 6 bows? Is that the objective here? Doing good, kicking back, chilling. Absolutely. I was gonna say I despise it, but I don't want to be dramatic.
For the little pillager.
What?
Bent on sacking the lands of...
That's a Revenant! And that's also a Fell Omen. That's a Fell Omen, a Revenant. This is all terrible. Why? Why? Also, Izzy, the Fell Omen is kind of right behind you. Not to be dramatic. Enemy felled. Who got felled? Also, Izzy, I think we're probably gonna have to fight the Fell Omen at some point. I think he's like a big main boss. He's just following you. I think we're just gonna have to run to the... We're just gonna have to fight him. It just depends on where you want to fight him. I don't know what you did to piss him off, Izzy, but he's just chasing you. I'll say you're running away, but he's just teleporting to you. Like, I truly don't know what you did to make him so mad. Please cause poison. I'll say Izzy's just over here existing, and this man is not having it. He's also extremely immune to poison. He doesn't even care about me, which is the funniest part about all of this. I am literally just hitting him with a rain of arrows, and he has not even fucking looked at me yet. I have torn through this man's health bar multiple times. And just like, I'm just literally seasoning this motherfucker with arrows. He's not looked at me yet. That's the first attack that's even remotely seemed directed at me. I don't know what the fuck that was, but that was certainly interesting. An interesting interaction. Power gained. What? Complete Fell Omen raid. That was a raid? I'll say, well, like he was just pissed at Izzy for some fucking reason. I still don't know why. He just was. Everyone have a good day? I had a really good day. I went out and I had, yeah, I went out and got, sushi earlier today. Like I said, with my girl Bailey, which was really good. She, hold up. Oh, are we not going this way now? You got it. But yeah, no, she, Bailey, me and Bailey went out to that sushi place that I said I was waking up early to go to, and I had, I had steak, some noodles. Yep. I don't know what I want. Yeah, so I had a California roll, some crab rolls, a spicy crab roll, California rolls, and then some steak, and probably the best noodles at a place I've had in a long time. Because it wasn't like ramen, it was like, I don't know actually what it would be called. I know in like Chinese restaurants they would call it like chow mein, because it looked like chow mein, but I don't think it was. It might have been, not entirely sure. It looked like chow mein, but I don't think it was. But it was chow mein that tasted like, it was chow mein that, like, tasted like, what is it? Like fried rice. Like, it tasted very similar to fried rice. And I must say, it was unbelievably fucking delectable. Like, I'm talking goddamn delicious. It could have been soba. Because, like I said, it's a Japanese restaurant with sushi, so. Big mad. Our teammate is stupid. They left us. Well, he probably didn't. Well, I mean, I don't know. He probably didn't know what a raid was either. Because I'll be honest with you, Izzy. Had I not been following you, I would have probably not noticed that the raid was happening at all. That was a fucking easy kill. Physical attack power would be pretty nasty. Other fist weapons, they're more strength, so I'll drop them. But I believe, once again, this character is a lot more dexterity than anything else. So. Welcome in, Azzy. Hello, hello. Butthead. I don't think I've been called that by anybody other than, like, my dad. It's kind of funny to hear that one. But yeah, I had a good time. I definitely ate too much food, though. Because it was a place where you could have all-you-can-eat sushi for $15. You could eat as much sushi as you wanted, no caps or restrictions, for $15, as long as you ate it all. That's all that you had to do. You had to leave no sushi. You had to leave no sushi behind. And I didn't. Alright. Oh, it's a rapier. I thought... Noble's fire a stock. Okay. So I thought the Noble's sword was a fucking straight sword, but it's in a stock. That's why. The Dark Souls 2! No one told me that Chad Souls 2 was in here. No one told me that I was going to see Peak Souls 2. Oh my goodness, I'm happier. I'm so goddamn happy, chat. I might start crying. I'm gonna cry tears of fucking joy right now. You think I'm kidding? My eyes are actually watering as we speak. Okay, now the real question is, is it gonna give me the old Pale Drake soul? It does the same moves too! Oh, I love this. This is making my entire evening. Thank you, FromSoft, for acknowledging the game that I love. I appreciate it. It's doing the thing! And its head still comes off like Dark Souls 2? We can play soccer with its face still? That's amazing. This is actually peak. This is peak. I'm loving this. This is truly beautiful. Also, which one does more damage? 100, 100. Oh, they both do. So it said, sleep produces mist of sleep. It's doing the laser! I haven't seen Smelter Demon yet. I have not. I do not believe so. That was a terrible upgrade for me, but that's okay. I'm glad you ate some good food. I did. I definitely overate, though. I felt so bloated for a rather large majority of the time afterwards. When I came home, I felt so fucking fat. It was just too much. It was just too much food for me. But I also ordered the California roll after knowing damn well that I was already full. But oh well. Yeah, no, I've not seen the Smelter Demon yet. I didn't know they had the Smelter Demon. That's kind of amazing. They got my boy Smelter Demon in here too. Another one of the coolest Dark Souls 2 bosses. We got, man, because we got Sir Alone, Ivory King, Fume NightReign. We've got Smelter Demon, the Hot Tub King. We've got the Squalid Queen is kind of cringe. Sin the Slumbering Dragon, you know, the giant poison dragon with a spear driven straight through his chest, who degrades your weapons because he's so ridden with fucking poison. Kind of awesome, not gonna lie. Yeah, I know these weapons are very good for me. You spider. That is true. They're a bunch of fuck-asses for including Freya. Just fuck you too, arachnophobes. And only socially regular enemy in this game is the goddamn spiders. I mean, yeah, I can see why that would probably bother a lot of people. But, like I said, man, I'm just so happy to have, I'm so happy to have some Dark Souls 2 bosses. I will say this. That is definitely a unique Dark Souls 2 boss. They at least picked an interesting one. I was gonna grab the, what boss are we fighting? Does it say? Is there any way for me to check? Okay, so poison. I need poison. Got it. And so far I've got nothing. It's always good to have nothing. You're such a dick, you're such a dick. Okay. I don't mind Freya, but I'll say, do you have arachnophobia, Azzy, is what I'm assuming? Ah. Then that's, I mean, that's definitely an understandable reaction. If you were definitely bothered by spiders to a extreme degree, I can understand a severe reaction. I wouldn't consider Freya cool at all. Honestly, they're pieces of shit by including it. But yeah, like I said, I personally love Freya though. That's just because, like I said, I'm a big fan of a lot of bosses from Dark Souls 2 though. Add magic to weapon, damage negation. Thank you, teammate. Thank you. Rain of arrows, and it's a short bow. Add to the pile. Improve lightning damage negation. I don't think he does lightning damage, does he? Eh, it doesn't matter. We had 100, 105, 98. There we go. Now I can switch between these two. I'm going the wrong way. Well, there's also a difference between being scared of spiders and arachnophobia. Like, I don't know. Like I said, like, I'm scared of spiders, but I'm far and away not an arachnophobe. Because usually the phobia, it's usually a phobia whenever it becomes completely debilitating. And I don't know, I've not met, I don't think I've met anybody in person who's arachnophobic. I'm not. Yeah, I don't think I've ever met anybody who's like actually got a debilitating fear of spiders. In all honesty. Oh, I don't mind randoms, but yeah, Azzy, if you want to after we do this run, you absolutely can join, man. This. It sucks, because we all do fucking frostbite, but nobody goddamn does poison. I have one fucking weapon that does poison, and it's the one I fucking started with. Truly fantastic. Are you fucking serious? His emote does damage? I don't think I've ever been hit by that shit. But I'll say that's probably a knowledge check. I didn't know that did damage. As far as I understood, that was a fucking emote. God damn! Also, I didn't realize you couldn't dodge after doing that ability as well. To be fair, though, I didn't use bows very much inside of Dark Souls. Dark Souls never really made bows very useful, so I very rarely used them. What emote? The introduction of him raising his horse up and then setting it down. Wow. Lucky you. Yeah, I'll say I don't doubt you, Azzy, but I find that very shocking. Yeah, because I don't know, I guess it's hard to imagine that people have a debilitating fear of spiders across the board like that. That's insane to me. Because, like, what is it? I know, like, come on. Oh my god. The running. I'm so sorry, Izzy. I'm not going to be able to get up there at any reasonable pace. If I could parkour in this game, I would res you, but I am attempting to parkour. I'm almost up there. Almost. There we go. Alright. Let's go! I'm just gonna go ahead and start with this. Suck my iframes! There we go. The accidental headshot is just going to absolutely carry. See, that's greedy. I can't go for two. The one shot is a little ridiculous, though. I'm not going to lie. You mean the big fuck-ass horse the size of a small house falling on top of you? Well, yeah, but I'll say, have you not... I don't know, I've played a lot of video games. Have you not played any video games, Azzy, where the bosses will do like an emote, more or less, at the beginning of the battle? I'll say I'd say pretty much most games that I can think of, the bosses will do different, like, emote or gesture at the beginning of a fight, and it doesn't usually particularly mean that it'll do damage. It just means that, you know, it's more of like an introduction. I'll say, because I mean, a great example, if I can remember it, I believe is like Sekiro. Like Sekiro, which is a FromSoft game. I think Gyobu Oniwa Masikata? That might be his name. And I think he does like an emote at the very beginning of the his boss fight, and it doesn't really do any damage. God damn it. Stand still right there. Perfect. God damn it. Are you... Zamor enemies are definitely one of those enemies that I do not appreciate their existence. God damn. How hard is it to break the wound thing? Get him, Izzy! I'd have to... give me a second to read chat, I'm sorry. I'm a little slower to read chat whenever it's games like this. I'm a lot faster whenever it's... This has a ranged attack? Huh. Guess it goes to show I've never used this weapon. I know what that is. That's a shield, I think. Guard counters activate summoning attacks. None of these are good. none of these are good for anything that I want, so I'll just... I guess... I mean, yeah. The only problem is we literally don't do any poison damage for the fucking boss, which sucks. I have my literal base level bow. Oh boy. I'm back. Welcome back, Eep. Please open the door. Dragon Crest. Yeah, just give me defense. I don't give a fuck. Just give me some defense. I will say this. The only thing that I think bothered me about this random is that he completely fucked off by himself. That's probably the only thing that's gonna annoy me, but... Because I don't know. Like, I don't mind playing with teammates that end up being, like, bad or whatever. The only time it bothers me is whenever they just completely ignore the objective or completely... Oh, that's right. There's a Scarlet Rot Swamp. Now, I totally forgot about that. And you're just mad at me for some fucking reason. The hell did I do to you? Okay, be mad at me then. But yeah, no, yeah, that's the only thing that ever bothers me. Whenever I'm playing any type of multiplayer game, and the people I'm playing with just outright don't do any of the teamwork stuff, you know? Okay. Or like, oh my god, whenever you're playing online and teammates just won't fucking revive you, that's also pretty infuriating. I've definitely had that several times. I think I've had that several times in, what is it, when I played Call of Duty Ghost Extinction. I would just be Scarlet Rot. I don't know if that will help. I genuinely don't know if that would help at all. I'm just gonna pick it up and hope it does. I'm sure... Will Scarlet Rot fuck it up the same way Poison would? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like this might be a hot take, Azzy, but I feel like I wouldn't enjoy this game splitting up at all. I feel like it would take away a lot of the fun of the game. Personally speaking. To where, like, let's say if I was playing with somebody and they demanded that I split up from them, I would either follow them anyways or just not play with them. It's like, I don't know. Like, it'd be different if I was playing, like, a single-player game. But with it being a, like, multiplayer game, I'd want to play, you know, in a multiplayer fashion. Because I feel like the fun of Elden Ring NightReign is the multiplayer aspect. That's what makes it fun. For me, anyways. Also, this swamp is so much fucking Scarlet Rot. I'm glad that Scarlet Rot is apparently nerfed in this game, but goddamn. Hey, welcome in, Snow. I'm trying to avoid junk food, but I couldn't help it today. Well, if it happens to just be a day, I'm sure it'll be fine. An Outland Commander. Alright. You've been Scarlet Rotted, you've been fucking frozen, now you're gonna get poisoned. This is truly, truly a bad situation for him to be in. I don't... Alright. I did... Dude, I'm so blind, I didn't even see the guy he summoned directly in front of me. Stay right there. Or not. Stay right there. Perfect. Woo! Why do you hate me so much? I got you, Izzy! Don't you die! What's wrong with your teammate? Like I say, I didn't realize he was gonna run off by himself the whole time, so had I realized that, I would have probably followed him, whether he make poor decisions or not. I'd rather stick as a team and just make poor decisions together than Hold up, doesn't this have ranged abilities? It does. I honestly never used this weapon. It's interesting to me for sure. Does that... Wait, was that not quick step? I probably just timed it poorly. We all died? That's awesome. That's okay. We weren't gonna beat the boss anyways, not with no, this all me and you being stuck at level 10. Ugh, that's alright. I was kinda a little salty I didn't have any poison weapons for the boss. Yes, and usually they deal damage. Like I said, most games I've played, if there's a boss doing a startup animation, it usually doesn't do damage. I just have a very different experience with it, I guess. It's just better if you can hold your own to do an entire encampments and shit by yourself, because getting the level ups are generally more important than a specific weapon or a buff, etc. Even then, you can still just do cleanup and pick up the rewards at a later time. Yeah, but like I said, running around and picking up loot isn't really like the fun part of the game, if that makes sense to me. I feel like the actual combat of the game is usually what makes it fun. Like that's one of the reasons I don't usually like what is it? Battle royales and stuff is cuz, you know, actually that's actually a perfect example. The main reason I would usually play Apex Legends is usually for the what is it? I would usually play it for the gunplay. But whenever it came down to running around and grabbing loot, I really didn't enjoy it very much. I just personally thought it was boring to run around and grab loot. I just really liked the gunplay of Apex because it's not like I was getting it's not like I was getting Titanfall 3 anytime soon. So. But. If you're struggling, then yes, stick together, but usually you want to split up. But yeah, no, I don't like the... There's a difference between just naturally doing what's optimal and being an asshole about it. For example, I think because you expressed you just didn't like to split up. If I chose to go on my own anyway, then that's just a dick move. The only thing I really split up with y'all when I'm just moving faster towards the same location or grabbing a church. Did the same thing Edgy did to me. This game plays a lot like Elden Ring. Yeah, this game does play a lot like Elden Ring, and that's the main reason I like it. So the reason I liked Elden Ring so much, actually had nothing to do with the open world per se. I think it's cool. I think its open world is interesting, but I liked the, I guess a small part of the fan base, big part of the fan base, I have no idea. I usually have the hot take when it comes to everything, so it probably is a hot take. I actually loved the summons, personally. I love playing video games with AI teammates, and fighting gigantic battles with my AI teammates versus other gigantic monsters, or big battlefields of enemies, was just really, really fun. And so the fact that Elden Ring would let you summon those guys pretty much, you know, for every single fight, it just got really fun. And in a sense, it got me very personally invested with the summons that I used, you know? It's like, I mean, I literally named them. I have a card right next to me with all the names of every summon I used because I named them, because I loved using them. Because it was just fun. It was fun. And that's one of the reasons I like Dark Souls 2 so much, is like, I enjoy big group fights. I love the scuffles on the battlefield. Yes, there is something special about just having a bunch of 1v1 fights, or a boss montage, whatever have you. It's fine. Like, just running from boss to boss is fine, you know, just killing random shit and getting loot. And I know that's what a lot of the fan base likes. Like, that's why Dark Souls 3 is so highly praised, because everyone usually only looks at the boss fights and not the areas. I fucking can't stand the areas in that game most of the time. There's a few spots where it's pretty good, and then the other ones just annoying. But yeah, like, that's what I enjoyed about Elden Ring so much, is just the large amount of group fights. Like, when you fight Greyall, you can summon... I summoned, Kristoff, and me and Kristoff took on all the dragons at the one time, and it was fun. Like, I didn't just go behind Greyall and kill her. I went up, and we fucking took her on. I think I need to be Iron Eye because of the, Remembrance. Yeah, I gotta be Iron Eye since I'm doing a Remembrance, I believe. I'll say, yeah, it should be a red dot on the map, I believe, Izzy. Well, Izzy, if multiple people are doing Remembrances, it will only pick one of our Remembrance. So when you told me to do, what is it? When you told me to do the Remembrance, Izzy, it has a % chance to pick mine over yours. So it showed mine, but not yours last time. We gonna do the night since there's 3 of us now? Had I read that sooner? Probably, but I did not read that even remotely soon. Thought we were fighting Adele. I picked my relics for that. Oh, no, yeah, and I had it on a random. I had it on random. Yeah, like mine. Mine shows up. And like I said, I think it, like mine is way the fuck over there. Let me switch to this. And you're done. Yeah, that's what I enjoy a lot about, like, actually, funny enough, the gank fight inside of Dark Souls 3, or sorry, Dark Souls 2, a lot of people hate that fight, and that's honestly a fight that I really enjoy. And I personally enjoy it because less likely to be targeted. I can't remember what we're fighting. Who are we fighting? Goatman! We're fighting Goatman. But yeah, no, yeah, I enjoy the group fights of Dark Souls. I feel like Dark Souls is, Soulsborne in general, is really, really fun when it comes to, group fighting. I feel like group fights just serve to go really, really well with the Soulsborne, design. Like, it works well with single battles, but I feel like they don't, I feel like Elden Ring and Dark Souls 2 are really the only ones that really delved into the, multiple people versus multiple people type thing. What are you drinking, Ezzy? Edgy? I am drinking tea. I am drinking sweet tea. To stop myself from drinking soda or anything, I drink sweet tea. To make sure I don't drink... That's actually incredibly useful. The, yeah. Keeps me from drinking any excessive bad stuff, you know. What brand? Milo's sweet tea, I believe is what it was called. Yeah, Milo's sweet tea something something. I don't know. I don't know the specifics. I'm just simply drinking it. Yeah, it's pretty good. I don't usually sit down and make my own tea all that often, simply because like I hate the burden of trying to make the sweet tea properly every single time. And since I enjoy this one good enough, I just drink it a lot. I just drink this one. The one I'm specifically drinking is their extra sweet tea, but it just depends. Sometimes I get the extra sweet tea, sometimes I get the normal sweet tea. It just depends. But yeah, no, I like games that have the fight next to each other. Why is my hair in my eye? I have no idea. So I'm assuming one of my hairs were in my eye or something. But yeah, but yeah, no, I like games where you're fighting alongside your teammates and everything. I've always found that to be very, very enjoyable. And that's one of the reasons I like Dark Souls, like I said, Dark Souls and stuff, but I also really, really love it from, Final Fantasy 15, you know? In Final Fantasy 15, you tend to, play alongside, Gladiolus, Ignis, Prompto, and all them. It just makes a very fun experience, in my opinion. To have, like, that kind of more or less teamwork-style combat. Or, Final Fantasy, improved dodging. Yeah, why not? But yeah, that's something I will probably pretty much always enjoy. You like public sweet tea, that stuff is pretty much syrup, it's so sweet. I don't know if I'd like that now. If it's like super, because I've like, what is it, McDonald's sweet tea? I've heard that's really sweet. I do not like McDonald's sweet tea. But no, I think earlier you said for some reason, yeah, like I said, it's just more fun to have the, I want this. You're such a dick for doing that. Why'd you do that? Yeah. I would just say the biggest reason I like to play games, oh, thank you, Izzy. I think the biggest reason, the other big reason I like to play, online games, whenever they're multiplayer like this, kind of like as a team, is because I pretty much play a shit ton of single-player games. Pretty much all the time. As I think you've seen, like, other than Battlefront 2 in this game, usually I'm playing Double Dash, Fire Emblem. I've not played Fire Emblem in a while, though. But the, yeah. Like, I've played single-player games, I'd say a good majority of my life. But whenever I log on to, like, multiplayer games, I try to do my best to, like, actually play it with other people. Simply because, like, if I wanted to play a game solo, I'd probably just load up one of my single-player games. I guess that's probably a way I could explain it. Knowing with how bad my stutter and other things can be, though, that probably makes no sense. I know I can be a little messy with my explanations of stuff sometimes. Run! Reloading stream, no problem, Izzy. But yeah, no, and and you know, like, I have so many fucking hours of single-player games. No, the storm! It's closing in. Actually, Snow, when you said something earlier, have you played Elden Ring before? Like, maybe I misread your comment, but have you also played Elden Ring, or no? No, I haven't. Okay. Then yeah, I misread your comment. I guess I read it in a way that you were saying, like, you'd played Elden Ring before. Because I know you said you played Code Vein, which Code Vein's a good one. Code Vein is probably one of my favorite Souls-likes, actually. Like, when I went back and replayed Code Vein, I fucking loved it. Like, I fucking undersold how good Code Vein was whenever I was 19 and playing it. When I went back and played it last year, it was really fucking good. It was very fun. I loved it. I adored it. Oh my god, yeah. Okay, by the way, I didn't even... I literally dead-ass didn't even read the name of the game you were playing. I 1000% had no idea. Where the fuck did you guys go? You guys went all the way to hell. Oops, sorry, wrong button. That's the wrong button. Yeah, no clue. That's alright, I will wait to follow you wherever you go. The mine that you marked? I've not been looking at the marks, I've just been following your person, and I guess I missed where the person was, so. Happens. It happens. But yeah, no, genuinely, Snow, yeah, I don't know why I just didn't read what the fuck you were playing. It looked really cool, though. Like, I genuinely liked it. I thought I was impressed by how good the backgrounds and everything looked in that game. Like, I feel like that Fire Emblem had some genuinely had some pretty good stuff in it. Like, you know, visual-wise and sound design-wise and everything. I'm gonna do all ailments because he is a goat man that does, yeah, he is a goat man that does, madness, so I might as well. You need a greatsword? Well, next time I see a greatsword, Izzy, I will have to grab it for you. But no, actually, what is it? The animations definitely aren't, like, as... Oh, well, I don't know, they're pretty over the top. They're pretty over the top. I feel like I've seen the Fire Emblem Three Houses animations so much that those look so cool to me because they're not just the base Fire Emblem Three Houses animations over and over again. But I'm sure if I played that one, they'd probably get a little old as well, you know? I'm just not used to seeing them. But I liked how they incorporated the background of the area into the actual, like, combat situation that they were in. That's something I definitely appreciated about the game I was watching you play. It's because the game came out just as the 3DS was dying, so it was good, but not as many people cared to play it. Magic. Well, it's better than any of the bows I have right now, so. Fire Emblem Engage has stellar blade animations. Was it really? The fuck? Acquired a local clue. What the fuck does that mean? What is a local clue? I don't know what I'm doing, it's fine. So you're telling me in Fire Emblem Engage they have all the characters in skin-type bodysuits flipping around with zoom-ins on their asses? Is that what you're telling me, Snow? Are you telling me they made a Fire Emblem Gunner edition? Is that what you're saying? I actually don't know if I grabbed this or not. Did I? I did! I wasted time! Oh no. P. Never mind about the rock forest. Do you remember what? Oh my god! I didn't realize it was way down here. I barely went high enough to make that. You're right, Snow. P indeed. P indeed. How'd you know? Well, you know what, Snow? That's my objective now. I'm gonna have to get you to play a Dark Souls game at some point. Might be 17 years from now, but at some point. We'll start you with the best one, Dark Souls 2. Peak Souls 2, as it's called. God damn it. Gotta infect everybody with the Dark Souls 2 disease, so everybody can have the exact same opinion as me, you know? I gotta make the world an echo chamber. No, I don't like echo chambers. I like that everybody does have different thoughts about these things, but man. I do sometimes ask myself if I'm ever, like, actively trying to be a hipster with certain things. But then it's like, you know... Uh-oh. I love that it has the Dark Souls 1 music as well. That's something I genuinely appreciate. Played Sekiro. Okay, I'll be so real. Snow, if you've played Sekiro, you can beat Dark Souls 2. Sekiro is definitely, in my opinion, harder. A lot of people say Sekiro is super easy. I think it highly depends. I definitely had a very hard time with a lot of the bosses in that game. But I will say this, Sekiro, when you have... I will say, once you're good at Sekiro, you're really good at Sekiro. Like, you're less likely to die to random bullshit in Sekiro than you are in Dark Souls. Like, in Dark Souls, there's a lot more random shit that's just gonna fucking clip you in comparison to Sekiro. Improved dodging. Yes, that's fine. I also love the Dark Souls 1 level up sound. Honestly, it gets a lot of shit, but I do genuinely think it's a good game. I wouldn't say it's the greatest Souls game. Honestly, I would put it above Elden Ring. Well, like I said, I have a bunch of things I really like about it. And like I said, that's why I always get, like, I ask myself, I was like, am I being a hipster about these things? Because they're, like, a lot of the things I like about these controversial games that I enjoy usually are the exact same reason why the games tend to be very disliked. So, like, I've said it before, and I said it during my Dark Souls 2 playthrough that I'm doing right now, is the, I enjoy the ADP system of Dark Souls 2, personally. In fact, I think the level up system of Dark Souls 2 is by far my favorite. Oh, welcome back, your matcha latte. I don't know what that means, but you got it, girl. Whatever you're talking about. I don't know where that tree is, to be honest with you. Where the hell is that tree? Oh, I think it's down here. Well, the way up, anyways. Whee! Found it! It was up here! No, I just didn't see where he was. I didn't realize he was going on the bird thing. I will be right behind him. But yeah, but yeah, there's a lot, because like I asked myself, like, what are the things that I enjoy about this game? And it's usually, like I said, it's a lot of things that it's already stuff that people just don't like about the game, just in general. So, but that's just how it is. That's okay. He doesn't have to wait for us if he doesn't want to. I mean, I'm just trying to. I'm just sticking together. I told him I'll follow him whether I be way behind or not. I'll just catch up to him one way or another. Because I'll be so honest, as slow as I play video games, if I expected everybody to go as slow as me, then we would never get anywhere. God damn it, Tish! I know you're not Tish, but fuck. Just die. All resistance is up again. Let's go. My madness resistance is gonna look insane. Get it? So dumb. Hot take. I know. That's okay. A hot take from the Snow Fox. Ooh, this is interesting. This funny red dot that appeared on my forehead. They know your location, Snow. Let's see. I feel like the bosses aren't creative fight-wise. Just feels like you're fighting more against the game than the boss, as the game creator asks, just how much bull can we shove in your face to make an awful time as the player will come back for more. Okay, I will definitely say, Snow, there are 1000% boss fights like that. No, you're good, Azzy. I was gonna say it doesn't bother me. I'll say I'm following you. So I mean, you being ahead of me kind of is how following works. I'm not gonna follow you from the front now. I'm gonna follow your lead 30 miles ahead. God forbid you turn around, then I'm fucking way the hell behind. But no, Snow, I will absolutely positively say there's a lot of bosses like that. I think that the final boss of Elden Ring's DLC and Melania are great examples of that. They're not designing it to be interesting. They're designing it to be fucking annoying or excessive. Like it's, because like I said, I think I went into the rant the other day while I was playing Dark Souls 2 about Melania. But yeah, no, definitely, like, I think Melania is... Melania and then Promised Consort Radahn are probably the biggest prime examples of just, like, not particularly great boss design for FromSoft for me. It's definitely just... I wouldn't say over-designed, that's probably not the word, but just... They were just doing stuff to do stuff. Like, they're just giving you as much as physically possible. Because here's the thing. Like, Ishin Ashina from Sekiro, he's a really difficult boss. But Ishin Ashina also, you know, he just... I'll take that. Ishin Ashina will also... He's not doing anything that's like... He's not doing anything that's per se, you know, making the experience of the game, like, frustrating. He's difficult, he's fast, but he's not doing anything that's inherently frustrating. Because whenever you fight Ishin Ashina, it's like, oh, why did I die? Because I didn't, you know, it's not because the game didn't clearly, you know, explain it to you. You more or less spend the entire game with it explaining stuff to you. Yeah, but there's definitely a lot of Dark Souls bosses that literally spit in your face. You were very correct on that. And I will say that as a huge Dark Souls fan. That a lot of them actively just like I said, they're just annoying. But I will say a majority of Dark Souls bosses are pretty good, but there are some really big stinkers. And usually the big stinkers of Dark Souls, sadly, tend to be like the really, well, with Elden Ring, some of the popular ones. But I personally, having fought a lot of them, there's a lot of things they do pretty well. Let's see here. Guard counters. None of these are fucking... It's not giving me a damn thing that's even remotely relevant to anything I would want. But yeah, like a normal Dark Souls boss, like, let's say Dark Souls 1. I'll give an example from each one. Dark Souls 1, you know, you've got, like, the Taurus Demon, the Capra Demon, stuff like that. Mottled Necklace, yeah, that gives me resistances to the madness. Yeah, the like Dark Souls 1, you've got the Taurus Demon, the Capra Demon, the Centipede Demon. You also have, I know, a lot of demons. The game has a lot of demons in it. You also have stuff in there like let's see. I'm trying to think of the other ones. There's the demon bosses. That's fine. Oh, and like Quelaag, who's like Arachne, so she's fine. But yeah, the like a lot of those demon bosses, they just have you fight in a slight, like they're more or less going into the fight, just making you prioritize and think about different things, which is perfectly fine. Like I know the Taurus Demon is just, you know, the only thing that's really shitty about that is like whenever you first fight it, you have archers behind you shooting you, that you don't know about. So you need to you die to it one time, and then you got to go back, and you'll more than likely die to it one time. Then when you go back there again, you'll kill the archers, and then you'll be fine. Then in you know, the next time you kill the archers, and you can either fight the Taurus Demon on a bridge, or you can fight it in a you know, a big like open area top where the archers are at. And that more or less ends up being like a, you know, it leans into you know, it's teaching the player to pay attention to their surroundings more or less. So it handles that pretty well. But then you have that's disgusting. Now that's good. But yeah, no. Then you have and then you have stuff like the Capra Demon. Yeah, you have stuff like the Capra Demon, where it's you know, where the Taurus Demon taught you about to pay attention to your surroundings. Capra Demon basically reinforces that by having 2 fast-attacking dog enemies alongside a fast-attacking demon boss, and they're in a confined space. So what they do is they teach you that you don't always want to smash your head against the enemy. You sometimes want to separate your opponents and fight them accordingly. So it teaches you to pay attention to the surroundings and use it to separate your foes, more or less, while managing to work inside of confined space. Then the Centipede Demon is a big-ass Centipede Demon, and half the room is like is covered in lava. You can't fight in the lava, so you have to be able to fight while instead of him being in a small room, you have to be aware of your surroundings to make sure you don't roll into a dangerous situation, aka the lava. So there's that. And then Quelaag, she is a interesting boss because she actually inherently changes the arena due to her creating lava. She actually creates lava amidst the boss fight that you have to maneuver around. A shield with no skill? How about a shield with a flamethrower? That was terrible. I nearly died. This is so stupid. But yeah, like a lot of the Dark Souls 1 bosses, I'd say a lot of their interesting situations come from the, you know, the simple fact of just 78. No. Just the simple fact of interacting with the area around you and the boss. And none of them are particularly like too fast or too overwhelming, etc. So it's usually pretty reasonable. Then Dark Souls 2. Let me think of Dark Souls 2. So Dark Souls 2, I actually like what it does a lot. A lot of the reasons Dark Souls 2 is like my favorite is because how it tends to treat a lot of the bosses. And how it makes a lot of the bosses into a situation where you need to figure out a method to defeat the opponent that may not be the method that you particularly want to use. As you guys ordered this package, you didn't order beeping. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry, Snow. It's just my welcome to the Dark Souls 2 obsessed cult package. You're fine. It comes with a beeping ADHD fidget toy. Free of charge, of course. For joining the Dark Souls 2 cult. Create Holy Ground at low HP. Improved incantations. Oh, fucking good. Bleed. Also, once again, hopefully I'm explaining any of this in a remotely good fashion. I might not be. Hopefully I am. So where I'm going to go is to reveal an area where you can become immune to the rot. Okay, so that's what the thing is that we walked up to. Got you. Are we running, or are we still fighting it? I think we're running. Okay. Actually, yeah, we can't drag him down here. Big sad. But yeah, and then Dark Souls 2, they have some interesting designed ones where it's like, ooh, what is it? Yeah, Dark Souls 2 has some fun ones like the Smelter Demon, where you more or less want to, what is it? God damn it. So sorry, I'm trying my best not to die. Yeah, they have the Smelter Demon, who's a big, slow, hulking monster. And the thing about the Smelter Demon, right, is that he does a lot of, like, you know, damage, but he's also really slow. Classic game design. Classic game design. But he also enchants his weapon later on, which causes him to do even more damage. So, you know, it's just, you know, it's like a second phase, like, ooh, he does more damage. And you're like, okay, fair enough, I guess. Then you have the thing of he then lights his body more intensely on fire. And what that does is it makes it to where you take damage whenever you're close to him. So then you have to kind of sit there and play the game of like, do I want to use ranged combat to kill him? Do I want to use my items to kill him? Do I want to yeah, do you want to use your ranged weapons to kill him? Do you want to use your or are you going to try to go and burst damage the boss? Instead of staying right next to the boss the entire time, you instead have to start doing, you know, quick bursts of damage rather than hugging him the whole time. So it forces you to, you know, keep your distance and pick whenever you want to deal damage. very specifically, which works really well for a slow, heavy damage dealing boss. It's literally it's going along with that. Then there's... Can you not? I'm trying to think of more Dark Souls 2 fights. Resistances? Why not? Because we're about to go fight the Mad Goat Man, and it only makes sense. Then there's Dark Souls 2 with the Demon of Song, which is an interesting design because it's it's basically a demon that's hiding inside of hiding inside of an impenetrable frog skin. So you basically have to sit there and play like a... And the thing is, he only opens up his face to be attacked whenever he's attacking. So you have to sit there and have like almost like a back and forth of like, when is the best time to hit him, you know? It's like... Or sorry, you have to kind of figure out like a way to be able to hit him while he's attacking. Mind you, he does attack very slow. But... You have to, it's a similar idea to like the Smelter Demon. Like the Smelter Demon, you don't want to sit there and hug him the whole time. But with the Demon of Song, you kind of want to hug him and like patiently wait for your moment to strike and then either retreat to dodge the attack quickly or to dodge the attack and then follow up that attack by attacking while his face is still exposed. Then you have an interesting one that I really like, the Sin the Slumbering Dragon. He's a poison dragon, where he's so poisonous and so toxic that his scales are toxic and acidic, and it melts your weapon as you attack him. So it's actually, and Dark Souls 2 actually has a durability mechanic, the only durability mechanic inside of Soulsborne that actually is worth a fuck, mind you. To where, basically, you pretty much have to bring in multiple weapons to fight Sin the Slumbering Dragon. So it then makes you bring multiple weapons so you can properly fight him. And so, and you notice this. And mind you, by the point you fight Sin the Slumbering Dragon, is your first time playing Iron Eye, well, you're doing pretty good, Azzy, I think. Personally. Well, I don't really want a deal, per se, so I'm good. I'm pretty content. But yeah, then you have the, But yeah, with Sin the Slumbering Dragon, you need to make sure you bring in multiple weapons, and whether you be, like, maybe you're using a magic build that doesn't, maybe you're using a magic build that doesn't even have to worry about it, or you're using a ranged build that doesn't have to worry about it. Also, just don't hit him with fire. Fuck you, whip. That whip kicked my ass. All because it has a slow attack. I totally forget that whips are so fucking slow because I never use them. Genuinely, Izzy, I'm surprised you dodged any of that. Not that I think like you're bad or anything, but I just genuinely am surprised. I hate that hit me. That just hit me because it could. My God! I didn't even... That was weird! He attacked to, like, my left? I didn't even think he was fucking aiming at me. That is a really good revive, honestly, Izzy. That was fucking stellar. Like, not even being sarcastic, like, that was a pretty good usage. I just wish the motherfucker would leave me alone! the fuck is using Tibia's summons? That's fucking funny. That's actually hilarious. What? We destroyed them all. I'm calling bullshit. Flinch! There we go. Ow. What the fuck does that do? I probably should have faced the boss, but that's okay. Okay. I tried. Oh, it clipped me. He spawned on me too. That was terrible. I thought he was going to spawn on someone else, but it happens. It happens. Wait, save your ult for a specific attack? What attack do you save your ult for? Edgy called me bad. Eepsil the boss for us. But yeah, no, send the Slumbering Dragon. He's a boss that you more or less, yeah, you want it. You need to have like multiple weapons for and everything. So it makes you go about it differently. You can't just run in there with one weapon the entire time. It makes you think to yourself, man, I might need to try a different weapon. Now, I won't lie, it's not bullshit. You can go in there with other, like, you know, all you'd have to really do is upgrade, like, 2 other weapons. If you had 3 weapons, which I'm telling you right now in Dark Souls 2, you have enough equipment to level up 3 weapons. And there's almost certainly 3 weapons inside of Dark Souls 3 that you, or Dark Souls 2 that you like. When he's doing the buffing thing, you hit him with his ult. Oh, that knocks him out of it? I thought you just had to destroy the little stuff around him. Yeah, we can fight the Centaur, man. I don't mind. I do not mind at all. But yeah, I'll also say, do any of those, like, boss design ideas make any sense, Snow, or am I speaking gibberish? If I'm speaking gibberish, then I won't worry too much about it. Because like I said, there definitely are bosses that are really, really bad. And like I said, one of the worst boss designs I've ever seen in Soulsborne history has got to be Melania. Melania is just fucking downright unbearable. Same thing with well, here's the thing about Consort Radahn. Consort Radahn, his first phase, is actually a fantastic final boss. I absolutely love it. Funny enough, I got rocked by Consort Radahn phase 1. His phase 2 was just, it was more or less, maybe I just have sensitive eyes or something, but it's just blinding. Like, there's just, like, when I fight him, I can't see. So. There's barely a difference between charged ultimate and non-charged ultimate when it comes to reviving. So I'd only use Wilder's ult for reviving if you have the spread fire area effect on it, and then don't fully charge it. Oh, okay. I know what you're... Okay. I said I was directed at Izzy. Only good if it has the fire AoE. Is the fire AoE like an upgrade it gets from the one of the relics, I assume? Which one are we fighting? I'll probably do at least one more run before I get off the game for the night, before I hop on Ghost of Tsushima or something. Let's see here. We will fight Dark Drift Knight. He is weak to lightning, I believe. Poison, attack power, cool. Weapons boost attack power. Is there any better blue ones? There's got to be at least one better blue one, right? HP would be nice. That's kind of pointless for me. Is there any other one for Iron Eye? Probably not. That's not bad. Lightning, Grease, and Possession at the start of battle. Magic attack power. I feel like the Strength plus 3, though, is better. Curved Greatswords. I don't usually use Curved Greatswords. Yeah. So that's not really helping. And then switching weapons boost attack power. No, no. Great Axe, no. Okay, cool. Then I won't worry too much about it then. Doesn't seem like there's too much I can do with it. But yeah. Check something real quick. Okay. But yeah, no, I'm going to do probably one more run or so, because I've already been playing for about 2 hours. Because I wasn't going to play this all evening, I was just going to play it for a little bit before I, more than likely, hop to another game. I've not decided which one it was going to be yet. More than likely Ghost of Tsushima, but we'll see. We'll see. Feeding Frenzy? I just might. I just might. But yeah, no. That fucking... I won't rant on too much about Melania, but that one's, for anyone that's played it, definitely no... Well, I'm sure there's a lot of people who love it, so probably sounds psychotic to them, but yeah, that's... I definitely think Soulsborne are heavily flawed in their own way. Yeah, I would say that I personally dislike Melania more than any other boss in Soulsborne anything. She is a... Well, the thing that Snow mentioned earlier for Soulsborne bosses, Melania is basically the apex of that, where it's literally just too much. Yep. Back here! Alright, improve sorceries, no. Scythe. I'll just do that because that bow's not really worth a fuck. I'd rather a random ass magic scythe than a shitty bow, you know? There's ranged weapons, nice. Scarlet Rod Axe, I'll definitely take that. Okay, so we're gonna do this. I'm coming on over as quickly as I can. Move it! I'll have to try out Recluse at some point here. I feel like Recluse would be very, very fun to try. It's hard for the sake of being hard. Well, I think you were in here the other day when I went really in-depth with it, Eep, I believe. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure you were in here the other day when I was playing Dark Souls 2, and I went super in-depth on why, she's not great. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was, ugh. Not good. But they do have some pretty good design, though, for some of the bosses. Like I said, I feel like they, there's a bunch of different ones that handle them in different ways. Like, I feel like from... But, I mean, it's also, like... What is it? There's a lot of games where, like, one of the bosses or a couple of the bosses will end up not being too good. So I don't usually hold it against FromSoft too much. I feel like the only time that pisses me off is whenever it's, like, it's an important boss that's bullshit. And sadly, that's usually what it is. Like I said, the final boss, the fucking DLC, and then the Melania. Thank God Melania is not required, at least. This weapon does magic, so that's gonna do nothing. Yeah, I think its stamina's already broken. It is. You're going down. Ah, these are... 6%'s a lot. I'll take that. I'd rather a 6% damage increase than nothing, you know? I do remember, I think it was the boss, though, that we're fighting is weak to lightning. Frenzied Flame Troll, that's a fun one. Can I poison him? The fuck is that? Oh, welcome in, One Fast Sled. Rajier's Rapier. I didn't even look at the fact he's probably building up stuff on me, and he did. Yeah, how we doing, One Fast Sled? How we doing? Oh, that's the storm. Don't want that. Make sure I go to the right spot. I tend to miss where we're going a lot. Bad habit, I know. I did the math. 25,000 bits translates to $250. Yeah, I bet it does. I was gonna say it's definitely a lot. I have definitely had a shit ton donated to me over the years, and it still blows my mind how much it truly is. Like I said, I'm nothing but appreciative. Right, get him! This. This. Good job, Izzy. You frosted him. Rune of the Strong. Give me a bunch of runes. It wasn't enough. It gave me 1 level up. Nice. All the bits. All the bits in the world. Shit, I missed. Getting a little bit better at this. Alright, I'll leave him. If we come back, he's been poked. For some decent enough damage. I can't remember, I think you said you played this one, Fast Sled. Who do you usually play when you play this game? That's if you do. I don't know if you play this game or not. My memory is a little foggy today. I think it got a little messy whenever I came home and then passed the fuck out. After, you know, being out in the heat and then eating too much. You've touched it. Where am I going? This way, okay. Please don't kill me! I completely forgot that I had an explosion move, and that's probably gonna... Yep. Almost kill me. No, the storm! It's inching closer. God damn it, if you just sat still, I could kill you! I died, but I Scarlet Rutted it! Perfect timing! Legendary? Oh, yeah, that's actually fucking nice. A shit ton of runes. Appreciate it. Now that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, no, this... You know, of all the weapons to get... Wait, what? Taking damage boost... No. Madness produces a Flame of Frenzy. But no, there's also like a lot of design choices in FromSoft games that are genuinely not that great. I still think the Madness Forest inside of the DLC is probably one of the biggest letdowns like ever. You played Recluse? Oh, I remember that. Yeah, you said you were very frustrated with casters. Well, I think also the way you play casters is you play a very much pure caster. So I think that makes sense on why you'd be upset. Like, you've always played casters way differently than I do. Yeah, because I mean, with the way that I play casters and archers and everything, it doesn't do too much. It doesn't have the stats to use actual weapons. I must misunderstand. Or are you saying like just her using a weapon isn't very good? Well, I could definitely agree to that. Yeah, her I think the only thing that she has like anything of is like dexterity, if I remember correctly. So it's like if you use her, you'd have to use a dexterity weapon. These are not anything I want. Alrighty then, we're getting that. Yeah, Flame Shroud and Cracked here. I'm not even using... I have one weapon that does fire damage, so I mean... I'll just use this for this next little boss then, I guess. This first storm, I feel like it's really slow most of the time. Makes her actively useless. Yeah, the mana system for Dark Souls has always been a little wacky. Oh, well, yeah. That's what I was saying. Like, other than the axe I'm using right now, it's not going to be too particularly amazing. Granted, I shouldn't be using an axe at all. I have, what, 3 strength? So I'll be entirely relying on the fire damage it does. But, are we good? I think my controller just DC'd. Weird. My character just kind of kept walking forward, ignored all my other inputs. Come on, talk with me. Talk to me. Talk to me. The wolves. They do have a lot of wolf enemies, that is true. I wouldn't say it ruins casters, but it probably makes any pure caster not as good. Because I was playing, what's her face? The Necromancer, and she was doing pretty well. And I was mostly casting magic with her. Like I said, I know that me and you definitely play casters in very, very different ways. Like archers in this game, since they have infinite arrows, it makes it to where since the bows don't do a lot of damage, having infinite arrows makes it a lot more reasonable. Well, I mean, I'll say at least when I used her, I used a lot of high damage incantations. But also, to be fair, I somehow did not die. To be fair, with incantations, there we go. Yeah, with incantations, you can get some really cheap and powerful incantations like Flame of Frenzy, which I still, to this day, think it's such a ridiculously good deal for what it does. It is so unbelievably good. It blows my mind that that thing doesn't just consume all of your FP for as good as it is. Oh god, it couldn't have been anything else. What the fuck is it doing? Oh, come on! Oh, at least it's Scarlet Rotted now. At least I know it's dying eventually. I actually don't think I have any heals, do I? I do not. Bring it on, Revenant! What's that? I see you dropped it and pinged it. Oh, I don't need that. I don't have any way to deal magic damage. The storm hurts, oh my god. It certainly does. But I mean, it is like consistent blue fire, so at least it does make sense. Sir, please, please. Go away! Well, I guess we're doing the holy ground. Blue fire is so pretty. Isn't it? Blue fire is really pretty. I can't, if I got back in NightReign, something that would only occur with friends, I'd probably just use a raider alone. Understandable. Understandable. Yeah, like, I don't think I'd play NightReign solo very much. I don't have nearly as much fun solo with it as I would with, like, other multiplayer games. I definitely think it's very much a game you'd want to play with other people. Which is still unbelievable that it's not crossplay. I still think it was a... I mean, people are still going to play it, obviously. But man, not making this game crossplay was shooting themselves in the foot. Flame Rot, improved range attacks. Well, you know what? I fucking might as well. Not very smart on their part, no. It's really fucking dumb on their part. Very much really dumb on their part. Like, you really would think that'd be kind of like a... Well, honestly, like any game nowadays, you think it'd be a no-brainer to be cross-platform. Like, this isn't 2005. There's not a console war going on anymore. Not really. Not in the same way that it might have been. Like, there's competition, sure. But it's not really the same like it used to be. But, God, I am kind of feeling a little tired. I definitely do feel like a slight lack of, energy after waking up so fucking early. See, we disembarked over here. I thought we were going the whole way. Ugh, but yeah, no, I definitely feel the tiredness because it's affecting my commentary as well. It's kind of draining me, like, draining my, vital energy having to be, woken up so goddamn early. But that's okay. That is okay. That's one of the reasons I did a multiplayer game. To where, like, this stream right here. If we don't beat the boss, I'm not going to worry about saving it. I didn't particularly do anything. Which is, you know, that's kind of another thing I enjoy about doing multiplayer games, is I don't need to save the stream. That's something I like. What the fuck was that? Oh my god, damn. The screaming sun from Rick and Morty. Ah, yes. Indeed. You know, you're making me think, is it Rick and Morty, like, they're trying to find, like, a replacement planet or whatever, and that was, like, they couldn't find a good planet to live on, but the one that they found that was good was that one with a screaming sun or something like that? It's been a long time since I've seen it. Also, what causes the map to change, by the way? Like, does it just fucking change when it feels like it? I thought everything screamed on that planet. Honestly, it could have. You guys know how long... It's been so long since I've watched Rick and Morty. Which, genuinely, I think Rick and Morty is funny. I don't think it's the funniest thing in the world, but I think it's funny.
I'm Pickle Rick!
I mean, do you want my Scarlet Rot axe, Izzy? All you have to do is ask. I'll give it to you. Here. Here you go, Izzy. Ding. There you go. No? Alright, I'll take it. Who's ready to blow some bubbles? Ooh, Monk's Flame Blade. I actually unironically used this weapon in one of my playthroughs. I can't remember. I think my I don't remember what character I used where I used this weapon, but I do love how it looks. Bloodhound's Fang. Taking damage restores that. Probably physical damage negation, because I don't really care about Bloodhound's Fang. I know, cancel me, chat. I don't care about Bloodhound's Fang. Can't imagine you used it long. No, I did not. I did not use it for very long. You were very correct, One Fast Sled. That shit, oh my god. I fucking farmed for that bitch, too. Trying to remember exactly which, like, what character used it. I know I used the character that used it, but I can't remember which one. God. Rot, Poison, and Frosted. Amazing. Okay, well. As the wrong person hit with that. Bubbles! Damn it. I'm trying, Chad, I'm trying. The power of bubbles will not be ignored. Is Horseman weak to Holy or Lightning? Nah, I don't need Poison Bow. The beginning bow is just not nearly good enough for me to only use it for poison, you know? Especially because it's just, you know, it's just not worth it. Bubbles! Probably Pyroman's considering the best place to farm it is the only destination for power players. Yeah, the place you farm it is inside the Snow Peak area, right? He's weak to lightning. I'm weak to lightning. The boss is weak to lightning. Why is everything weak to lightning? Companion Jar raises potency of throwing pots. Why is that even in this game? Genuine question here. Not to be that guy. Why the fuck is it even in the game? Like I can make pots in this game or something. Because, right. Like the fuck? Doubles! I know it's not very good with this build, but guys, hear me out. It's hilarious. I know it's not, but it's hilarious, okay? No, it's definitely better to use the other weapons. The Flame Rot Sword. Okay, hold up, hold up. I think the storm is encroaching. It is. It's right there. Ooh, that would be good if we were fighting Madness Man, but we're not. That's holy, so that's not really helping. That's ice. That's it's lightning, but it's also not at all what I want, so... Appreciate that, appreciate that. You're helping a bro out. Thanks. You're helping me out by not giving me anything I need. What a guy. What a pal. What a goddamn hero. Prince of Death Staff. Amazing. Don't want it. My bubbles! This is holy again. You know, this game really thinks we're fighting the undead tonight. That's what I'm getting at right now. The sheer level of holy stuff that I have found in a short duration is unreasonable and unwarranted. Like, I feel like almost every single thing I have seen has been holy damage related. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but it's everything. Makes me think of the fish from Finding Nemo. Exactly. The hero's grave and mountaintop. The pots in this game are a lot more powerful. Oh, are they actually One Fast Sled? I had no idea. Thank you for letting me know. Unnecessary! You know I've really not seen in a while? curved sword. I've not seen a curved sword in a long time. As much as I like curved swords, I've not seen one in a long, long time. That's how, you know, I gotta commend that game design choice, 'cause that's really smart to do. I did not know the Starlight Shard has restored the whole mana bar. That's actually kind of nice. The fact that I still have not leveled up and I'm running around with 100,000 runes. I think we might actually beat this boss, and I might have to save this stream. Just because the sheer amount of, like... Unless I, you know, I might just play, like, trash and we lose. I might just play, like, complete ass and cause us to lose outright, you know. That is possible. I'm not saying it won't happen. Right, Devin? You have a bad day? That shouldn't automatically mean a bad day. Well, you didn't have to do any Final Fantasy XIV PvP at work. Makes it really good. At least we're not drowning. It's just...
Had a bad day.
What the fuck, chat?
You had a bad day.
What the hell am I hearing?
You had a bad day.
Alright.
Take it one down.
What the fuck am I hearing? I'm sure you probably heard that, Devin. Please don't burn me, please don't burn me, please don't burn me, please be good. It's not good, god damn it, I wasted my time and I'm burning. It's the worst touch, bro. I'm gonna die to the fucking blue cheese touch right here, I guess. Dude, they had the nastiest looking fucking cheese at the store today. Blueberry goat cheese. Fucking grody looking, oh my god. I almost threw up looking at it. It looks so nasty. Not the ulcerated tree spirit. Ooh, that stuff's good. You know what? I will take your word for it, One Fast Sled. I believe in you. You can take one for the team. You catch whatever disease it gives, and you enjoy how it tastes. What the hell? I thought this was a church. Is there no thingy? I guess not. All churches have a thingy, but this one doesn't? Where's it hiding? Oh, no. The only disease it gives is good taste. Oh, damn. I'm walking around and suddenly a fucking dragon appears. Alright. You're getting scarlet rotted, dragon. If I'm gonna be rotted, so are you. What the fuck? Why is he so big? Oh my god! I just died. Yeah, that's some bullshit. Okay. I indeed did not grab the flower. Well, thankfully, I enjoy the Nameless King, so this shouldn't be too bad. The only question I have is, it says Nameless King, but he's on the King of Storms. do you fight the Nameless King just on the King of Storms, or does he hop down and fight you at all? I wonder. Yeah, it's definitely the same animations that I remember. Ones that are so awkward to hit. That's okay, though. Nice. Really? We only fight him on the King of Storms. Nope, we don't. That's a lie. I lied to you all. I was about to say, that sucks, because the coolest part of the fucking Nameless King is when he's on the ground. Nope. I already know your timing. I'm the... Oh, it strikes everybody. I thought it only struck one person. I was just assuming he wasn't aiming at me, to be honest with you. Gonna stand right here in my holy ground. Since I'm not immune to Scarlet Rot, I might as well just make sure I don't die to it at least. I think I'm being a good support build. This had better just be an Easter egg fight. Did Frost really need to reuse assets from unrelated games in this one? I'll say I'm pretty sure people knew about the, I'm pretty sure a lot of people already knew about the, Nameless King being in this game. Yeah, they have bosses from, Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3 in this game, from what I understand. They have, we fought the Centipede Demon a while ago, we fought Duke's Dear Freya, and we fought, well, we just fought the, Nameless King. You didn't find a single thunder weapon? Neither did I, Izzy. Neither did I. So, don't fucking be surprised. Don't be too shocked. I didn't find anything that amazing neither. Like I said, I found a bunch of holy weapons. Apparently, they thought I was going on a fucking crusade to murder the undead. So, I don't know what the fuck it thinks I was doing. I also probably just gave up my level up. I did. My dumb ass. Alrighty then. I better make this worthwhile then. I'll say I've never leveled up the starting weapon fully. This is all new information to me. That sword looks cool. Right? Doesn't it, Eep? I love this sword. See, this is something that looks cool. Like, it's very fantasy looking, but it also functions. Like, I like it when stuff is fantasy, but also functional. Because technically, it really is, it's just the Flamberg, Floomberge, however you want to call it, but just it's just a giant curved sword instead of a great sword. The Monk's Flame Blade, the one I'm using. Not a centaur! So I don't know if, like, I should be worried or anything, but okay. Don't worry, Izzy, we'll kill him. I'll say we'll kill him with Scarlet Rot. You're such an asshole for that. So, educated guess, he does holy damage. Jesus. Alright, I should have assumed it was gonna be slower since it is Elden Ring. Oh, I thought he was flinching. My bad. My bad. I assumed incorrectly. Alright. You know what? Okay. Oh! Oh, he's doing that. Okay, we're... This really is Dark Souls 3. I didn't realize we were fighting Udex Gundyr. Got it, got it. No one told me to bring fire for the Udex Gundyr boss fight. I do not appreciate this. Yep, thanks. Me too. I really like swords as well. How the fuck are you hitting me? I'm over here. Unless it's just it just hits the whole area. You know what? That's fine. Okay, that's just the whole area. Got it. Sit still, damn it! Oh, I'm gonna regret this. No! Perfect! Yes! I had no more heals. There was no other way. There was no other way. We did it, team! By having one person, you have a weapon of even reasonable relevance to this fucking boss. Oh, goodness. Oh, boy. Somehow we pulled that off. Somehow. Well, next time we come back in, we'll have to fight the dragon. No, I knew what the boss was weak to, Azzy, and I didn't find any lightning weapons. Yeah. I was talking about it during the run. Oh, see, I knew he was weak to lightning. I'd not found any lightning the entire time we were, going around. Yeah, those are okay. Not particularly my favorite. Hitting him with any lightning damage whatsoever brought him out of his super mega fuck you attack. I'll say, yeah, neither of us found any lightning weapons. At least I know I certainly didn't. Like I said, my character he fucking hates the undead. He's over here, he's like a stormtrooper talking about fucking droids, dude. He's a hater. Absolute hater. Well, yeah, but like I said, when you mentioned upgrading your starting weapon, whenever you go into the whenever you have your starting weapon, it doesn't have any passives or anything. And I think I remember either you or One Fast Sled or somebody the other day said that you didn't keep certain weapons because the passives weren't very good. So I assumed that keeping a weapon with no passives was automatically not worth your time. I'll say you're telling me a lot of information I had no idea about, is what I'm saying. I'll say I knew you could have starting elements and stuff, but in my mind, having the weakness of the final boss that you're gonna fight on your starting weapon doesn't matter because it's your starting weapon. It's not your final weapon. Yeah, I'd... Because as far as I understood, upgrading a common weapon all the way up to, what is it? Upgrading a common weapon all the way to, like, I guess purple was not nearly as good as just getting a good purple weapon, from what I understood. Switching games now? I am indeed. So I thank you all for coming in here and hanging out with me on some Elden Ring NightReign. I'll probably just continue streaming and change the title and everything, so I don't have to worry about all that. But I had a blast killing the Centaur Man today. I enjoyed the one playing alongside the random, and I enjoyed playing alongside Azzy and you as well, Izzy. And, yeah. As always, for you guys who watch this on YouTube, have a good night, and, of course, later, losers. You guys enjoy. 229.